Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto and the Rise of the Kitsune Kids. And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted movie as well. It just came to me when I was, oddly enough, reading a fan fiction about a DC universe or so on. And yeah, it was an interesting idea that I wanted to put out, so here it is. I hope you enjoy this one. And on a side note, special shout out to and wishes to Diego, Misa. Happy birthday to you, my guy. I hope you have a happy life and whatever your wishes are may fulfill. And aside from that, good luck and best wishes for the future. And yeah, enough of that. And I hope you liked today's video. And if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins as we see 3-year-old Naruto being laid in an alleyway, beaten and bruised, as he couldn't even lift a finger after that brutal beating that he received on his birthday, again from the villagers of Konohagakure no Sato, who left quite smug with their handiwork and happy and satisfied after what they'd done to a 3-year-old kid. As it started to rain in that cold night as well, as none of them arrived there. By them, he meant his Gigi, Inu Nisan or Weasel Nisan. None of them arrived. It seems that they were busy or just didn't want to be there for him anymore, as one figure was feeling pity for him though. The said figure was none other than Kyubi no Yoko, the resident, the prisoner that resided in the child's mind. As Kyubi looked down as it was laying in its prison again, but this time around something was different. Tears were falling down from its eyes. Why am I crying for this mortal? It is because of him that I am imprisoned here, but yet I just can't seem to just feel angry at him. I just want to help him. Why is that? No, I am the Kyubi no Yoko, the incarnation of hatred. I am supposed to hate them, not help them, not even this kid. His sorrow, his tears, his sadness must fill me with joy, but why? Why do I feel sad? And suddenly the sage arrived there, inside the mindscape. Kurama, you have to help him. He is to choose between the preservation and destruction. What do you mean, father? First of all, how are you even here? I'm not here entirely. My soul is. I do not have much time, my son, but you have to help him choose, because he is the one that I mentioned to you all, the child of prophecy, the one who will either save you and destroy the world, or become the bridge between you and the world by saving both. I see. I will help him choose, but father, I'm going to help him choose the destruction path, because these humans do not deserve to live. I know, son. It was a mistake on my end, and now I can see it. This child does not deserve this kind of hatred and treatment that he receives from the village. That is why, with the power that is left within me, I'm going to teleport you to our home. You mean the sanctuary? Yes, the sanctuary, where he will be trained by you, and you will become his guardian. And when the time comes, he will venture out in the world to gain more knowledge and experience. And when finally the time comes for him to choose, it will be up to him to decide. I know, father. As the sage clapped his hands together and closed his eyes, as a bright light glowed, and the body of the child disappeared. Time skip. 1 month has passed since Naruto's disappearance, as Naruto woke up in a warm bed. As he groaned, "Where is this place?" Naruto asked, as a voice then said suddenly, "It is safe here. You should not need to worry about anyone harming you ever again." Who are you? Where are you? Close your eyes, kid, and focus. I will bring you here. As Naruto did as he was told, and soon when he opened his eyes, he was standing in front of a huge cage. They had a paper in the center that said seal on it in kanjis, as two red eyes opened, but they were not filled with malice or hatred, but with sadness. Who are you? I am what people call me, Kyubi no Yoko child. And it is because of me that those people in the village hate you so much and try to beat you to death. As Kyubi, after saying those words, fell quiet, wanting to listen to the child's rambling about how he shouldn't have existed or something like that, waiting for the backlash. But it never came, as Kyubi opened his eyes again. As Naruto then looked up, it's not your fault. I'm sorry that they hate you, but what did you do? As Kyubi then began to tell the tale of what happened. As Naruto after that cried, not for him, but for Kyubi. Why are you crying, child? It's because it is sad. They did not understand you like they don't understand me, and just labeled you as a monster. It's sad, Naruto said. As Kurama was baffled, a 3-year-old child was able to, understand what he was saying, but those who called themselves the geniuses, the prodigies, and the elders were not able to understand these words. But a 3-year-old, the irony of those people. As Kurama then said, my name is Kurama, and from here on forth, I will be your guardian kid, and I will teach you all that there is to be taught to you to become a formidable shinobi. I don't want to become like them. You don't have to be. You can become your own person, Naruto. I will not tell you to become this and that like your Gigi did. I will tell you to become your own person and help you achieve that. As after that, Naruto then said, alright, let's do this. And henceforth began the journey of becoming a legend for Naruto in the shinobi world. Time skip, 2 years later. Naruto's journey has began 2 years ago, with Kurama the Kyubi, the Nine Tails, as his mentor, as Naruto has been learning the taijutsu katas, as well as was able to unlock his chakra, and now was practicing chakra exercises. As we go back to Konoha, inside the council chamber, it has been 2 years since Hiruzen Sarutobi, the Sandaime Hokage, has last seen Naruto Uzumaki. It was reported that he was seen getting beaten, and once after he was free, when he arrived there, nobody was there. Once he got to Naruto's home, nobody was there as well. That is when certain alarms went into his mind. Where did the child go? And, when Kakashi and Itachi found out about this, they were mad. And so was Hiruzen. Those who were involved in this whole beating were captured and interrogated, but no proof was found. It was raised by the elders and the corrupted civilian council members, so they had to be let go. Damn it. We can't even find him. Any traces, any leads? Kakashi, Itachi, none. Both of them said in unison. We tried to locate him within the fields and borders of the Land of Fire, as well as outside on our missions, but nothing came up. You're not the only one. I asked Jiraiya to do so as well. And let's just say he's not happy that his godson is being treated like that. What about them? You mean Minato and Kushina? They are also enraged, but they said that they need to focus on Mito. I just don't understand why are they so much persistent in focusing on one child while their other son has been gone missing for 2 years. Minato has went on his own way to find for their son, but nothing came up as of now. I should have stopped them when I had the chance, said Kakashi. No, Kakashi. They did not listen to anyone. Not to you, not to me, and not even to Jiraiya. Jiraiya still to this day regrets telling them about the prophecy. He wanted to tell them because he was excited for one of his godchildren to be the child of prophecy, but Minato just labeled, Mito to be such, and now he regrets it. And that is why, when he left, Jiraiya left as well, in shame. He could not bear to tell Naruto or face him when the time comes. He could not, bring himself to get close to the child, because knowing that Each and every day, when the child will grow closer to him, he will just feel guilty. And now he was even more feeling guilty what happened 3 years ago. And, as well as, for 2 years of disappearance. Jiraiya was searching high and low for Naruto, but to no avail. Said Hiruzen after finishing this, as the three of them looked down in thought. As we go towards Jiraiya of the Sani now, as we see him venturing towards where Naruto hideout was, as he finally passed out because he hasn't gotten any sleep in the last week. Because people nearby in the villages have seen that there is a child living there, those who passed by from here, with blonde hair and blue eyes. And that was enough for Jiraiya to put hope that this child was none other than Naruto. As after he arrived there, he passed out, as Naruto was watching him from the shadows. Kurama, you have to help him, Naruto. He is from Konoha, but he is your godfather. I will tell you about him later. Time skip. 8 hours later, we see Jiraiya woke up in a bed, as 5-year-old Naruto brought him something to eat. Here, this is all I can offer to you, but I hope you have enough. As Jiraiya took the bowl, and after eating it, said, "Thanks a lot, kid." "Are you Naruto?" As Naruto nodded. "Great, I found you. Listen, Naruto, I wanted to tell you something before any of this. I know, Jiraiya. Sensei. Godfather. I don't know what to say to you. I know everything. Kurama told me." Who is this Kurama? The Kyuubi. Naruto, you... He's a sentient being as well, Jiraiya Sensei. And he was the one who helped me get away from that village. I have been training here because I want to become my own person. I don't want to follow anyone's footsteps. I see. Well, Naruto, I have done enough bad in my life, and my greatest regret was to ever tell Minato about the prophecy who left you behind. And not only that, I couldn't take care of myself. I just couldn't bring up to myself knowing that I just ripped apart a family from you. That is why I left, in shame. But I guess past has a way to catch up to you. And I was even now more guilty when you disappeared. I have been searching for you for 2 years, Naruto. You really have? Naruto said with wise eyes and disbelief. Yes, I really have. Who else? My sensei, your Gigi, as well as Inu and, Weasel. Itachi and Kakashi, their real names are. I know, they told me. They all have been worried about you and have been searching for you, high and low. They were away on a mission, and Hiruzen was stuck at the time. He still regrets not coming to you that day. He was informed at the end of the meeting, but he couldn't get out. He was tied down by the council members. I see. So they don't hate me? No, Naruto, they don't. What about my parents? You told me that. I told you that they are alive with your sister. They think that she is the child of prophecy. And let me tell you how this happens. Flashback. It all started the day both of them were born and the Kyuubi attacked. They thought that they split the Kyuubi, yin and yang, half in both Naruto and Mito. But Mito showed more signs of, resistance to Kyuubi's chakra, while Naruto, whisker marks that he was born with were a little bit thick and were more visible now. And that is why they labeled Mito as the child of prophecy. Now we go towards the council chambers. You what? Said Jiraiya and Hiruzen. Listen, Minato, I know I told you about this child of prophecy, but look, it came from an old toad who is, half of the time drinking opium and sleeping. I mean, he could be bickering out gibberish. But Sensei, what if it is true? If it is, then you have to give both of your children a chance. You just can't label her as a child of prophecy. It is against the rules as well as against Naruto. It is not fair. Well, I think it is, said Kushina. Naruto should remain here, and we will take her away, because Naruto cannot control his chakra. I seen it with my own eyes, and the seal is strong enough to hold it for quite a long time. We will come back until then and find a way to preserve the seal once and for all, for Naruto to continue to live on. You don't understand, Kushina. You can do the same by being here and have a well, threat looming around of my daughter? You just labeled your child as a threat? Said Hiruzen with disgust. I can't believe this, Sensei. And you as well, Kushina-san. How can you say that to Naruto? He said, listen, I'm not calling my son a threat, okay? Stop putting my words like that, okay? I'm just saying that it is safe for both of them to be separated. Then what about Naruto? Hiruzen asked, cutting Kushina off. He will remain in orphanage, under my name, the Uzumaki name. So be it. What? You can't be serious, Sensei, said Jiraiya. Listen, Minato. This is the greatest disappointment that you brought me today. You are ripping apart your own family, and I just can't help but feel guilty as well, because I know that I am the one who told you about this and created this mess. No, Sensei, it is not on you, it is on me. It is my decision. If Naruto hates me in the future, then it is on us. And we will be there until he realizes what we were doing was for the better of this world. So be it. Go now, Minato. Kushina, said Hiruzen, looking away from them, indicating that he was not any more interested in this conversation that was being held. And so both of them left. As end of the flashback. I see, so they thought of me as a threat. Naruto said, no, Naruto. They were being idiots. But so was I for telling them. No, you just were happy, and I guess I understand, but I don't understand them. If I was the child of prophecy, then what? Then they fucked up big time, Naruto. They messed up big time. I see. As after that, Jiraiya got up. How about this? How far have you got into training? Only a little bit. Good. From here on out, I will train you. I will tell Sensei that I couldn't find you, and I'm going back on my, missions after having some relaxation time. This place you will not leave until you're ready, Naruto, in my eyes. Alright? Okay. And you will not have the Toad summons as well. As Kyuubi took over Naruto, I know, Jiraiya. I was hoping that he will achieve the Fox summons. Fox summons? Yes. Because they are stealthy as well as cunning, and master of disguises and manipulation. So, this will be good for him in the missions and in the field. Alright? We will try to summon foxes. Aside from that, I'm going to train him to use your chakra if you're willing. Because I know that you are. Surprisingly, Jiraiya, you are much more cool with me knowing that I am a sentient being. I thought that you might reject it. But knowing that you saved Naruto and, helped him, I can see you in a bright light now. Aside from the 2 attacks that you did, it was not me. I was being controlled and manipulated by a Sharingan. Sharingan? What do you mean? Said Jiraiya with narrowed eyes. It was Madara Uchiha, or someone who has his Sharingan in their eyes. He was the only one strong enough, or his Sharingan was the only one strong enough to manipulate me. How is that even possible? Genjutsu, Jiraiya, think you can be better than that. Oh, damn it. Then those 2 attacks, one with when Mito-sama became your Jinchuriki, and the second one when you broke free and Naruto became yours. Yes, both of them. So that masked person might be Madara, or, a person with Madara's Sharingan, hell-bent on getting you. And wait, why would he want to get you? That I do not know, but it has something to do with the prophecy. You see, we 9 Bijus are a part of a bigger thing, the 10 Tails, and that you can call a mindless beast. That beast is said to be so huger than me and all of us combined. I look like an insect in front of that thing. And, let's just say, with a single roll it can destroy 2 villages. As Jiraiya gulped, we cannot let that happen. But lucky for you, my father, the sage of the 6th path, separated it into us, giving us consciousness, and not only that, its body turned into stone, a husk, and that is saved on the moon, where the true creator of the Bijus and chakra, the mother of all chakra, Kaguya Otsutsuki, is sealed, the mother of the sage of the 6th path. Why are you telling me this? Because I know you can be trusted with this information, Jiraiya. Do not go around and spot this nonsense to anyone. What I have told you is confidential information. And from my guesses, they want to revive the Ten Tails. Oh no, we have to stop them at all cost. And Naruto is the key. As then, that was the time when Jiraiya realized what was Kyuubi going all around about, and to bring him in, as Kyuubi smirked. You mean Naruto is the Sage of the Sixth Path? My father confirmed it himself all 2 years ago. Oh my god, this is a lot to take in. I know, Jiraiya, I know, but you have to train him at all cost now. That I will. And you have to prepare for your own self, because they will aim for anyone who is going to stop in their way. And from the nose of it and the looks of it, you are going to be the one. You got that right. I just can't let them go on and destroy the world. Well, sadly they won't listen. So that is why you need to prepare as well. Time skip. 3 more years later, Naruto was now at the age of 8 and had learned from Jiraiya the seals, and as well as sword styles, specifically from Jiraiya, as well as his own taijutsu and his father's prize jutsu, which was the Rasengan. And surprise to Jiraiya, Naruto was at the age of 8 able to complete it, adding Futon chakra into it and creating a Rasen Shuriken, which was much more destructive and powerful than the Rasengan, as Jiraiya was the second one to learn about it. And he just chuckled. What are you laughing at, Jiraiya-sensei? You know that jutsu was created by your father, and the first person he taught it to was me. And learning from you now, it brings back memories, Naruto. As Naruto became quiet, you know, you and your father are not quite different. But let me tell you this, Naruto, don't be like them. You're asking me for too much, Sensei. I just can't forgive them. Listen, kid, neither can I. But letting your hatred grow on you won't solve anything. Make them regret, okay? Make them feel guilty of abandoning you. But when the time comes, you have to forgive themselves. Let go of your hatred. Because if you let your hatred grow on you, you will turn into something worse. Something that you always fear. Something like those villagers. As Naruto's eyes widened, and then he looked at Jiraiya. Are you? Yes. You will become like them, Naruto, if you let your hatred grow. As after that, Naruto had a lot to think about as Jiraiya left. As he and Kyuubi talked that night, and Kyuubi said what Jiraiya said was true. As this was going on, same night we go towards the Uzumaki Namikaze family, who were in the Land of Fire capital. As there was a knock on the door, as it was none other than Kakashi there. Any news, Kakashi? No. That is why I came to tell you. Nothing. Nothing is found. As after that, Jiraiya, in front of them, Kakashi turned and was about to leave. Kakashi, you can't come in, said Kushina. I would rather not come in to those who abandoned themselves. I do not want to affiliate with those who call themselves trash. Kakashi, mind your language. Why should I? You are the one who taught me these principles, and you are a hypocrite, Sensei, for not following your own principles. What we are doing, Kakashi, is for the good for the whole world. No. What you are doing is because of your own agenda. You want to be labeled as the glorious parents of the child of prophecy by focusing on one while leaving the other. Think about it, Sensei. What will happen if Naruto is the one who will turn up as the child of prophecy? He can never be the one, said Minato in outrage. He can never be the one. As he realized what he has said, I'll be sure to tell him this once he comes back. As after that, Kakashi disappeared. As Minato sighed, as he turned around to see Mito standing there. Who is Naruto? As both of the parents then realized something that they had missed. They did not tell their daughter about their son. Sweetie, sit down, said Kushina. Time skip. 1 hour later, after explaining everything to what happened at their butt. How dare you, she said, throwing a cup at them. As Kushina was enraged. Mito, is that a way to... You monsters! As both of them flinched as the gaze of their daughter looked at them filled with hatred, disgust. I can't believe that I'm related to you. You left my baby brother there, bringing me here, and now he might hate me as well alongside you all. I always wanted a sibling, and now I know why you put it off. Because I already had one, and you left him behind. Think about it for a moment. What will happen if something gets to him? If he's ill or good? You never asked. I tried to, but he was taken away. Taken away? When? Some years ago, when he was 3. At least you were keeping tabs on him. Or weren't you? As both of them fell quiet. Oh my god, are you serious? How could you be the parents of ours? I thought you were loving and caring. Now what that Kakashi person said is true. You're not more than hypocrites who only care about themselves and their images. As after that, Mito left. As when she entered her room, her side of the Kyuubi spoke. I know where your brother is. What do you want, Kyuubi? Listen. My other half has taken him. I can sense it and has his memories as well. He wants us to follow him. He wants you to follow your brother and be there for him, so he can be there for you. Where? It is far away. It will be 1 month since you get there. So pack some supplies, girl, because you and me are going to travel there as well. You have the seal, right? Yes, she said as the seal appeared on her hand. Unlock me. How can I be sure I can trust you? As Kyuubi, this side of her Kyuubi, shared memories to Mito, as Mito's eyes widened. That is my brother? Yes. You have to go there. Alright? I will. As after that, Mito at the night packed her stuff and everything and left, without even saying a word. Not even leaving a letter. She did not want to affiliate with these people that she called her parents before. How could they do this to one of her? And when they taught her to never abandon one of their own. Such hypocrites. And she was going to follow that code now. She was going where her brother was. Hold on, Naruto. I will be there. As Mito went with Kyuubi. Time skip. Next morning. Mito was far gone by then. As Kushina knocked on the door. Mito, sweetie, it's me, Kachan. Can I come in? I'm coming in. As Minato followed her suit. I prepared your favorite breakfast. But when they entered, they stopped. They froze. A window was opened. And there was no one on the bed. And they checked the closet. All the clothes were gone. Everything was gone. Nothing was there. She left. Minato, we have to find her. As both of them dashed as far as they could. But thanks to Kyuubi giving chakra to Mito, they already traveled half of the distance in one night. As after not being able to find her for one day, Kushina crashed. As she was crying. As Minato then came there. It's alright, Kushina. We are going to find them. How, Minato? How are we going to find them? My belief is that she went to find out Naruto on her own. Remember that they are connected with Kyuubi. And maybe, just maybe, my guess is that Naruto is in trouble. That is why she left. Then we have to find her. We can find Naruto as well. I know. But this might be good for her. What? What do you mean, Minato? We have to go back to the village to ask for their help. We cannot do this alone, Kushina. Because Sensei won't talk to me. And the only way to do this is by getting my position as the Kage back. Alright, we'll leave today. But something won't happen to my daughter better, Minato, or there will be hell to pay. As both of them then departed, urgently back to the village, making their way back at shinobi level paces. Time skip. 2 days later, Minato and Kushina arrived back at Konoha. Well, when they arrived there, thanks to the Kyuubi's chakra, Mito has made far leaps of travel and was now near Naruto. She was so excited that she forgot to eat for 2 days straight and was close to passing out when she bumped into a person. That person was none other than Jiraiya. Mito, what are you doing here? Rosanin, what are you doing here? You should go back. Are Minato and Kushina here? No, I ran away. What do you mean you ran away? It's about Naruto. They didn't tell me about him. And when I found out, it was because of a Kakashi person arriving there at our doorsteps. I see, so you followed him here. By how? I have the half of the QB as well. You forgot, right? As Jiraiya's eyes widen. Alright. Come on, I'll show you where he is. As Jiraiya brought her there, where both of them saw Naruto was training. As Naruto stopped, because his QB told him that the other half was there, meaning his sister was there. As Naruto looked towards her, she had red hair, violet eyes, and white pale skin. As she made her way towards Naruto and then engulfed him into a hug. My brother! As Naruto was taken aback by that, and then hugged her back. Hey, One-chan, it's nice to meet you. As she started to cry. I'm so sorry, it is because of me that... No, we were both victims. We did not knew about any of this, did not ask for this. As Mito started to cry and Naruto teared up as well, and both of them had a heartful moment as they let run of their emotions. And after calming down, Mito and Naruto became inseparable, as both of them trained hard and strong alongside Jiraiya under his tutelage. While on the other side, Minato and Kushina were sending out more shinobis after acquiring the position of the Kage to search for their children, but to no avail. As many years has passed, and now both of the children were at the age of 13, as both of them were ready, as Jiraiya was ready to go back because he was being called. Listen, I have to go back. You have the fox summons, right? Yes. I have Kitsune here with me, said Naruto as a huge black fox appeared with golden eyes, as it had 8 tails behind him. And I have 4 with me, as a white fox arrived with red mane and pink eyes, who had 4 tails. Good. You two remain with both of them, okay? As both of them yipped. As after that, Jiraiya summoned the toad and poofed away from there, arriving at the village. As after that, he entered inside the Hokage office. You called for me, Minato. Why? Sensei, you haven't been answering any of our letters and have been holding them on. And from the looks of it, you were in an undisclosed location and I asked Toads, what are you hiding, Sensei? What? Do you think I'm betraying the village? No, I don't want to believe that. Not for a second. You know where Naruto and Mito are, right? Yes, I know. I was the one who was training them both for the past years. Why didn't you tell us, Jiraiya? Said Kushina. Because you don't deserve to know them. You have hurted them both enough. Look, I tried to persuade them to not let each other go into hatred, because I know how that ends. Look at Orochimaru. Look at Madara. As all of them become quiet. You have done well, Jiraiya. So where are they? On the second part of their training, they're going to make the name for themselves. As they wore 2 fox masks and then went into the shinobi world as Jiraiya finished his monologue. As time skipped, 2 years later, Naruto and Mito were now 15 years of age and were at least up to Kage level shinobis by now. They were training regularly, becoming more stronger and taking much more tougher targets than before. They were unstoppable. They were called the Kitsune Kids, as these were their names that they went by. But Mito was now getting frustrated. I can't believe that she still called us kids. We're not we're kids anymore, we're teenagers. You're right, Nason, Naruto said as he was making lunch for them. They had bought a house, and it was in an undisclosed village that was rarely visited by any shinobi. As they remained there, as Mito then said, You know, Naruto, why don't we go back to the village? She said, after thinking for some bit. as Naruto, after fixing them lunch, sat down. As he halted his movements. What do you mean, Nei-chan? I know that it has been a long time, but I just want to see them. How they're holding up. I guess I can go there, but I won't meet them. No, Naruto. If we are going to meet them, we are going to do this together. I know that what they did to you is much more worse than what they did to me. But remember what Jiraiya Sensei said. It is easier said than done, Nei-san. Whenever I think about them, I just boil. My blood just boils. I can't stop hating them for what they have done. Then don't. Just ignore them. Be there with me, okay? And meet them. Face them head on. Then you can decide to forgive them or not. Or just plain out ignore them. Listen, Naruto. This is also a part of training, okay? Think of it that way. Our training is complete. What we were set out to do has been done. Training for 13 years, and after that, making a name for ourselves and becoming a legend. We have done that. We are already a S-rank threat in the bingo book, the Kitsune kids. Remember? She says, chuckling as Naruto chuckled as well. Yeah, that we are. So, stop moping around and let's just get going. What do you say? Fine. What are we going to do with the house? We have to sell him, I guess. As after that, within a month they sold the house and packed all their stuff, thanks to the sealing process, within a scroll. As Naruto tied it on his back, it was a used scroll, and left, departing and making their way towards the land of fire, where they were going towards straight to Konoha. It took them 1 month to get there, and when they arrived, the whole village was destroyed. As their eyes widened, oh my god, what happened here? As they saw a person with black cloak and red clouds there. No pain, feel pain. As then they saw the fourth Hokage, Mito yelled, "To-chan!" as she disappeared in a blinding speed, leaving a trail of lightning behind. As next thing the said person felt was a kick to his jaw as the jaw shattered. As Naruto then disappeared as well. Nei-chan always heading straight into the field without even making a plan. As Naruto freed them all. Naruto? Not now. We have to secure the village. As Naruto and Mito single-handedly defeated the whole Akatsuki that were leveling the whole village. And after defeating and capturing all the Akatsuki members, including Zetsu and Tobi, the villagers hailed them as heroes until they saw Naruto. They gasped. As Naruto just looked at them with cold eyes, his hatred filling in. Calm down, Naruto. As Naruto sighed. Fine, Kurama. I'm not going to stay here. I'm going to leave after this. Legally, I'm not a shinobi of this village. As Minato and Kushina then went there in front of them, as Mito was hugging them, but when they saw Naruto, they frowned. Naruto, are you? Listen, I only came here because Nei-san wanted to meet you. And we did not expect the village being attacked at all. Otherwise, they all can go to hell for all I care, because they're the ones who have done enough for me. And so have you, to cause me misery. God damn it, Naruto, we were planning to... I know what you were planning, my son. I just don't want to be involved in it. Because I have my own life, remember? As suddenly, a buzzing sound was heard, and out of nowhere, a tan girl with orange eyes and green hair arrived there. Did I miss something? Nothing at all, fool. It was the same girl that Naruto rescued 1 year ago, and well, let's just say one thing led to another, and now she was, well, sister-in-law to Mito. What are you doing here, fool? Well, Naruto and I are going on our honeymoon. Brief phase. Okay, so I'll be taking him now with me. Since the threat is neutralized and you are back with the family, he and I get to spend some time. Well, nice knowing you all. As Naruto then went towards Jiraiya, who was standing there with Hiruzen. Hey there, Gigi. Hey, Rasanin. As Jiraiya chuckled. Meet my fiancé. As both the parents felt a pang of their hurt in their heart because their son was introducing his future wife to them. Hiruzen, the third Hokage, as well as their sensei, nodded to them. Naruto, look, Kushina-sama, You might have given birth to me, but to be a family, it is more than just to be related by blood. And that is all you are to me, the one who gave birth to me. And I'm grateful for that. And think of this as a repayment for doing that. Me being brought to this world, I'm saving your asses and hides. And you all as well. I do not owe you nothing. And if any of you ever cross me in the wrong way, I'll put you down to the ground without any second thought. No question asked. So, One-chan, we'll meet you in a year or two. As after that, Naruto took Fu and disappeared. As Mito sighed. Time skip. 5 years later. It has been 5 years since they captured Fakatsuki and halted their plan. Mito, well, having friends in all different sorts of villages, were able to become, well, friends with other village leaders as well, and form alliances with all of them, and open new pathways for trade and many other things, as the villages were prospering and stronger than much ever before. Well, Minato and Kushina had retired and were now living by themselves. Mito has married a nice guy who she has met by the name of Rock Lee. He has weird eyebrows, but he was quite a nice guy, and that is all she needed. And aside from that, a letter arrived to her. It was from Naruto, and he had a picture there. Picture of two children, one with green hair and tan skin, as he was standing there at the age of 3, while the other one was a little girl in her mother's arm, as Naruto and everyone looked happy. You finally found your happiness, Naruto. But what they didn't know was that some threats were lurking in the shadows. As one day, Naruto's house was ambushed. They were all pale figures, and Naruto and Kyuubi were able to take them on because they were strong enough to do so. As something interesting happened, they all disappeared by giving him a warning. They will come back for him. And Naruto and his family moved back to Konoha and requested his sister for a meeting, and Naruto told her everything. And they contacted the Jinchurikis and were having a conversation now. It was a BG meeting. So, this is what happened. Naruto told them, "You and Fu were there, and both of you were targeted. This is not good," said Gaara, as he was the Kazekage now. What can we do to help? All you can do is now train and protect yourselves. And, if anything happens, just to alert the other ones who are nearby. Everyone nodded. And soon enough, the threat itself revealed and declared war on all of the elemental nations. It was the combination of Ishiki, Momoshiki, and Kishiki, known as the true Otsutsuki god, as Kaguya was also consumed by it, as it was a huge hideous monster and the worst enemy that the whole elemental nations faced. Naruto and the others were able to defeat it alongside the newer generation, but the cost was too much. Their previous generation has died altogether, becoming the scapegoat for the final attack and becoming legends in their own right. Naruto felt for the first time sorrowful and, were at the graves of his parents. I hated you too much to let go of my hatred for what you have done to me. But I just came here to tell you one thing now. I forgive you. I wanted to forgive you for a long time. The truth is, I had, actually. But I was just too scared to say this. I was too stubborn to say this. Naruto was crying now, as he was hugged from behind. It was Mito. "It's alright, Naruto. I'm here for you. We all are." As Naruto looked behind to see that it was his Jinchuriki friends there. "Yes, and if we have to prevent this from ever happening, we are going to prepare now, because the Akatsuki are not the only threat out there that we do not know of. There might be more." "You are right, Naruto. There might be more out there," said Gaara. And unknown to this, it was true. Much worse threats were out there. But Naruto and everyone else prepared such huge seals that when powered up, created 18 layers of barriers around the earth, protecting itself from the other outer threats. As Naruto could now finally rest in peace, knowing that his children and his wife were safe. or were they? As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.